Fellow Philadelphians, I am pleased to present my 8th proposed 5-year financial and strategic plan covering fiscal years 2024 through 2028. I look forward to working with City Council to adopt a budget that reflects our commitments to equity and progress and also builds our city's resilience with a focus on sustainability and financial stability. This budget reflects input from many fellow residents. We prepared for this budget by holding 15 community focus groups and 6 sessions with local organizations across several sectors. I'm confident that together we can pass a budget we all can be proud of. As we enter 2023, I reaffirm the commitments that have guided me since the beginning of our first term. These priorities include quality education for all, a safer and more just Philadelphia, thriving neighborhoods, and inclusive growth and economic opportunity. We have made progress in each of these areas, but there's still urgent work left to do. As you know, education is the cornerstone of our vision for Philadelphia, and our budget includes investments that will serve learners of all ages. In FY24, we will dedicate $11.6 million to the Octavius Cato Scholarship Program, which provides tuition-free enrollment and additional supports for students at the Community College of Philadelphia. We will also continue our historic levels of funding for the school district, investing $1.4 billion over the next 5 years into our public schools. And for our youngest learners, this year's budget will create 950 new PHL pre-K seats, bringing the program size to 5,250 seats total. While we continue to invest in places of learning, it is just as important that we invest in the neighborhoods where our residents live. So we are committing $44 million of combined new borrowing and operational support for Rebuild, which is an historic investment in public spaces like parks, libraries, and playgrounds. We will continue our plans to provide weekend hours at all city rec centers and invest $1.7 million in the Parks and Rec Inclusion Plan, which ensures that facilities are more accessible and welcoming to all residents. And we are budgeting $14 million over 5 years to make sure every library branch can provide residents with dependable 5-day service, with an additional $37 million committed to expanding service to all branches up to 6 days per week. We are making new investments in sanitation services, including a $2.5 million investment to expand street sweeping and $4 million for the creation of another crew to address illegal dumping in neighborhoods across our city. We are investing $29 million into eviction prevention over 5 years, as well as creating 100 new supportive housing units and supporting the city's first tiny homes community, because housing is a necessity for everyone. While we make plans for our city's future, we are ever mindful of the urgent crisis facing us today. The challenges of the pandemic have precipitated an alarming rise in gun violence across the nation and here in Philadelphia as well. Addressing this crisis is our top priority. Last year, we announced a record investment in gun violence prevention. And this year's budget will keep up that momentum as we roll out new public safety and criminal justice investments, totaling $233 million overall. This includes a $50 million for a new forensic lab and another $14.7 million over 5 years for new forensic specialists. We are also committing $9.2 million over 5 years to Operation Pinpoint, which deploys additional police resources to the places where violent crimes most often occur. We will continue investing in expanding prevention programs that are proven to work, such as the Group Violence Intervention Program, and work with our partners across the city to strengthen our coordination around public safety and violence prevention. As we know that a strong local economy benefits every resident, so this budget will sustain our commitments to inclusive growth by further lowering business and wage taxes, which are already at their lowest level in decades. We are also continuing support for the Quality Jobs Incentive Program, which will provide grants to businesses that create new, quality jobs accessible to all Philadelphians. I'm excited to share that our budget includes 2 major investments that will reduce the burden of transit costs and promote SEPTA ridership. By bringing more riders into the system, we can build an even stronger, faster, and safer system for all and reduce emissions in our region. Over 2 years, we will commit $62 million to pilot a zero-fare transit program that will serve at least 25,000 low-income residents. And we will join the SEPTA Key Advantage program, which will provide free transit to all city employees. In this budget, we remain committed to the city's financial health as a whole. This matters because we want to be prepared for every challenge and opportunity. I've always approached this role with the years beyond this administration in mind, with faith in the power of education, faith in the incredible potential of our residents, and faith in the innovative, resilient, caring, and optimistic character of our city. It's an incredible honor to serve the city and to be part of its progress. I look forward to working with City Council on this year's budget, and I'm excited about what the future holds for Philadelphia.